Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Dolapo. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a padded and knotted headband. If you're new or you're yet to subscribe to this channel, consider subscribing so you don't miss out of all our tutorials. Now I have my fabric and plastic headband. The fabric I'm using here is called satin and my headband is covered already with fabric. The width of my headband is about 1 inch from the center, while the length is about 14.5 inches. My fabric is about 25 inches by 5.5 inches. I fold in half with the right side facing up and I'm going to sew from one end to the other end. Now it is sewn and I'm going to turn the right side out. The right side is out and I'm going to make sure that the seam is brought to the center of the fabric. Now this is the 1 inch soft foam. The width of my folded or sewn piece of fabric is 2 inches. So the width of my foam is going to be reduced by half an inch, which is 1.5 inches. Then the length of my foam is 22 inches. I reduced the width on the sides of the foam by cutting it this way. Okay, and I'm going to insert my foam into my sewn piece of fabric. After inserting the foam into the piece of fabric, I just use my palms to smoothen it out and make sure that the foam falls into the center of the piece of fabric, so we have extra spaces on the sides of the fabric. Okay, so the next step is for us to tie a knot. I just fold in half to get the center. Then my headband is already covered with fabric because I'm using the exact color. I don't need to cover it with fabric, but if you're using a different color of fabric, you may need to do that. The color of my fabric is black and the headband is also black, so there won't be need for me to cover it with fabric, so I'm using it that way. So I have tied a knot, can you see, and I place it on the center of the headband. Make sure it falls on the center of the headband, except if you want to have it on the side. Okay, it all depends on you and it's all about creativity. So make sure you adjust. Can you see the way I'm just trying to adjust it, and I'm going to use my hot glue to fix the padded piece of fabric onto my headband. Now I'm going to just cut off the excess fabric we have there. Cover the ends of the headband like I am doing. If you watch closely, you will see how I'm covering the ends of my headband. So I'm going to repeat the same procedure on the other end. cut out a piece of fabric and the measurement is 7 inches by 3.5 inches. I'm going to fold in half and I'm going to sew from one end to the other end. You can skip this part if you have a ribbon or elastic to work with. I didn't have the exact color of ribbon as at the time I filmed this tutorial, so I needed to improvise. Using my safety pin, I turned the right side of the fabric out. Then I picked up my headband and used my lighter to burn the fraying edges like that for neat finishing purposes. Then I went ahead to use this piece of fabric to cover the edges or the ends of the headband, okay, using my glue gun. Okay, checking through the comments on some of my videos, I noticed some of you asked if you can use any other glue apart from your hot glue. Yes, it depends. You can use the all-purpose adhesive, which is UHU, okay, but the technique is you need to allow your glue dry a little, blow in air, or allow hair blow in, allow it dry a little before you proceed. When you apply your glue, wait for a few seconds for it to dry a little before you continue. But this glue gun is actually one tool you should have as a craft person, so please try and get one if you don't have yet. Now I'm going to continue to glue, wrap the fabric, the piece of fabric, around the ends of my headband. I repeated the same procedure on the other end, and this is the final look. You can decide to embellish with stones, beads, pearls, or use any beautiful fabric of choice. You can use patterned fabrics, flowery fabrics, and all that for yours. I hope you found this video helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, share with others, and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.